Hello, everyone. This is Yoga MoveEasy with Kathy. Today is December 11th, 2021, or it's whatever day you're watching this video. One thing right up front, if you hear noise, it's because I'm having a windstorm where I live. So if you hear branches hitting the window or something, that's what that is. So welcome, and I'm glad you're here. Just a little bit about using Zoom. You will be muted, but if you have a question or want to make a comment, go ahead and unmute yourself. Make sure my video is pinned and large. And if you can't hear me, speak up. I'm new at this, so I'm still learning. And a few intelligent movement tips. We move slow. It trains the brain for better movement. You want to become aware of your movement and your breath. Mind-body connection is what yoga is all about. We'll repeat our movements 3 to 6 times. Listen to your body. If you have pain, make sure you make your movement smaller, make it slower, or stop altogether and rest. We don't want to have pain. So we're going to warm up with a static rest. So I have a chair here. What we'll be doing, putting our legs on the chair with head support. There we are. And we're going to have a static rest for 5 minutes. You want to make sure that your hip and upper leg are 90 degrees. So if you need to put something on the chair, if you have longer legs than I do, most people do, we're just going to go ahead and settle in for about 5 minutes. This is really good for the lower back. And just breathe normally. Now you can have your arms at your sides, or you can open up your chest by doing cactus arms. That's up to you, whatever's comfortable. Okay, time's up. Now stay where you are and slowly move your head to the right and to the left about 4 or 5 times. Very slowly, just rotate your head to the right and to the left. And then we'll do a vagus nerve reset. This will reset your body, your vagus nerve. So keep your head stationary. If you need to, you can put your hands behind your head to keep it stationary. You're only going to move your eyeballs. So you just move your eyeballs, and you can do this with your arm, with your eyes open or shut. So just your eyeballs to the right until you feel a sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. If you're new at this, it may take a few minutes and a few tries. Ooh, I yawned right away. Ugh. And then look to the left. Same thing, just your eyeballs, a sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. And then do this 2 more times without my cueing. And again, it could take a while. I read several articles this week on vagus nerve reset, or what the vagus nerve is. It's fascinating. Ooh. Now, when you're done with that, we're going to do head ramping. So you can stay on your head support, whatever you have, or you can put a sponge ball, or I have a set of therapy balls behind my head, whatever works for you. And what we do is, this is good for text neck, or if you bend your neck down to read or look at your computer or look at your phone. So we press the occipital, whatever you have is right back at your occipital ridge, and we press the occipital ridge towards the floor. The chin follows, and you should feel a stretch in that area. Take a breath or two and then come back up. This also helps with your posture, or at least it does with mine. So press the back of your neck towards the floor. And then come back up. We'll do it 2 more times. Press. Hold, and then come back up. And press. And come back up. Oh, that feels good on my neck. I don't know about you guys. Now I'm putting my regular pillow back because we're now going to do breath work. And today we're going to do ribcage breathing. So you'll want to put your hands on your ribcage, the lower part of your ribcage, thumb down, fingers on top. And we're going to breathe through the ribcage instead of the abdomen. So inhale, feel your ribcage expand, and then exhale and feel it contract. Now, when you exhale, try to make your exhale longer than your inhale. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Now we are going to do hypopressives. So you want to move, if you're using a chair or a couch, you'll want to move away from it or move it away from you. So I'm just going to push it away for right now. So the shape we start with, we're going to do classic and then a bridge. So the shape we start with is heels on floor, feet are flexed. Everything is lined up on your mat. Put your arms up like you're hugging a tree. And then flip them so your palms are facing the ceiling. And we'll take 3 deep breaths. On the third breath, we hold our breath out. We exhale and hold it out, no breath. And I count to 12. So arms up, feet flexed, arms up, hug that tree, flip them. And we'll take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Now this is our last one. Inhale. Exhale all the way out, no breath. I will count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Inhale, arms come down, exhale, feet come down. Okay, one more time. Feet flexed, arms up, hug that tree, flip your hands, 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, all the way up, no breath. Hold it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Inhale, arms come down, exhale, feet come down. Okay, now we're going to do a bridge, and I'll demonstrate it before we do it. So again, feet flexed, arms at your sides. We're going to take those 3 deep breaths, and on the exhale of the last one, when we're holding our breath, we're going to lift our hips and put our arms up by our ears and hold this position while I count. So feet flexed. Let's start our inhales. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, no breath. Lift your hips, arms above. I'll count to 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Inhale, hips come down. Exhale, arms come down. Okay, one more of these. Flex your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. All the way out. No breath. Lift your hips. Raise your arms. Count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Inhale, hips come down. Exhale, arms come down. All right, good job, guys. Now that we're on our back, we're just going to do a couple of things. So you'll want to get your thin block. If you don't have a thin block, you can use a thick one, or if you have a book, that will work too. So we're going to do windshield wipers with the thin block. You put it between your knees, feet on the floor, and just keep it between your knees and windshield wiper 5 or 6 times. This will loosen up, juice up our hips. So if you can go as far as you want on the sides, go all the way down to the floor if you choose, or just almost to the floor, whatever feels good and whatever you can do without pain. It may be a limited movement. That's up to you. For me, it feels really good on the hips. Okay, remove the block. And we're going to do happy baby, which is feet up in the air. Now you can hold onto your feet if you like. If not, if you can't do that, holding onto your knees is fine. And let's roll back and forth. If you want to just be stationary like this, if this feels good, that's fine, do that. I just roll to my elbow pretty much. I don't roll all the way because I'm getting what I feel I need just doing that. Just let's be happy babies for a while. This feels so good on my back, my lower back. Just one more roll. Here we go. Now, I was lifting my head. If you do not have neck issues, you can lift your head. If you do have neck issues or you have pain in your neck, do not lift your head. Just be very careful about that. You can still roll without lifting your head. Okay, now that our legs are in the air, let's do leg circles. Well, actually, it's bent knee revolving abdominals. So your knees are together and they go in a circle. Arms at your side or in a T, like I have. And just roll them around in a circle. Keep your knees together and your ankles together. And once you've done that 4 or 5 times one way, go the other way. It's another hip opener. Also good for the abs. Okay. So that felt good. So now we're going to move to sitting. Go ahead and bring yourself up to a comfortable sitting position. You can sit this way. This is your Z position, or you can go the other way, or the hero pose. or whatever is comfortable for you. For me, it's cross-legged. So we're going to do a cervical side bend. So this is the neck only. So sit up straight. Relax your shoulders. Now press your right ear to your right shoulder. And I have a tendency to lean, so make sure you sit up straight when you're doing this. And then move your chin to your shoulder. Move your chin up, and then your head up. Now press your ear to your left shoulder. I don't know about you, but I feel this all the way down my back. Press your chin to your shoulder. And then chin up, head up. That's a good one. Now we're also going to switch the cross of our legs every time we change our movements. So that's a good way to remind me to do that. Now we're going to do the thoracic side bend for right and left. And I'm going to set my timer for 40 seconds. So crawl your hand along the edge of the mat. The other arm comes up and over. Your elbow is aiming towards the ceiling. You don't have to point it towards the ceiling, but just and go as far as you can while keeping both hips on the floor. We're going to set this timer for 40 seconds. If I can find, there it is. 40-second timer. Both hips on the floor, just go as far as you can. Okay, now lower your arm and reach for that side wall. You should feel a stretch under your arm and down your back. This stretches the latissimus dorsi. Okay, now arm up, torso up. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. Slide your hand along the mat. Upper arm is aimed towards the ceiling. Both hips on floor. Just go as far as you can without pain. You get an extra couple seconds here. So this you should feel a stretch on your side body. Now lower your arm so it's parallel with the floor to feel that stretch under the arm and down the back. Okay, arm up, torso up. Very good. Now we'll do this thoracic spine twist, but let's switch our legs. Now what we do is we rotate to the right, left hand on right knee, right hand behind you with spider fingers. Spider fingers are just the tips of your fingers behind you for support. And the upper part of your spine rotates to the right. Your hips will still face forward. And we'll hold this position for 40 seconds. Now your head can either be facing forward, or it can be facing towards the side of your mat, or you can go back and forth with your head. Or, and here's another option, you can do the rib slide. Slide your ribs without moving your shoulders, if possible, back and forth. So either or is good. We're twisting our thoracic spine, our upper spine. All right. Slowly come back to center. We'll do the left side. Right hand on left knee. Left hand behind you. Spider fingers. 40 seconds. Again with the head, either way, or the ribs. This is a good stretch to do every day. And it can be done almost anywhere. Okay. Slowly come back. And now we're going to do everybody's favorite core work. Yay! So supine once again, just for the core work. We're going to do the leg lifts with the hover. We've done this before. Core work is important. It's important for posture and strength. So legs at tabletop, and then you straighten them out and lower them. Do not touch the ground. You need to scoot up just a little. And then lift them back up. So that's one. So hover. That's two. Hover. That's three. Hover. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, let's take a break. I forgot to mention we're going to do this twice, 2 reps of 10. So we have another rep to go. So we're halfway done. I know this is everybody's favorite, but it's one of those, it'll really help you in the long run. A good way to rest is knees together, feet apart, or whichever is comfortable for you. I know I need the core work. Okay, back up. So 10 reps. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Almost done. 9. Last one. 10. Okay, guys, good job. Take a break. We're not going to do that again unless I need filler, which probably is not the case. Okay. So now we're going to do a standing move. So I need to do some production work really quickly here. We're going to be doing the back bend at the wall. So I need to move the computer and my chair. I have a small room here, so we do with what we can. So you can use a doorway for this, or I'm using a closet door, whatever works for you. So we stand with our back against the wall in good posture, hands up and palms or even fingertips, if that's all you can do, on the wall. We're going to hold this for 40 seconds. This is a bone building pose. You're opening your chest, but keeping your hips back. Okay. Very good. Now we're going to do the side bend at the wall, or excuse me, spine twist at the wall. I knew I said that wrong. Spine twist at the wall. So right foot forward. Let me adjust just a little here. Right foot forward, left foot back, elbows at side, hands up, and then just twist towards the wall. If you can, put your full forearms on the wall. If you can't, just do as much as you can. And we're going to hold this for 40 seconds. So your hips are facing forward, but your upper spine is facing towards the wall. This is again a bone building pose because we are holding it for 40 seconds. Okay, slowly come out of that. And we're going to do the other side. I'm going to face away from you for just a minute. So left side at wall, left foot forward, right foot back. Elbows at your sides, arms up, and you twist towards the wall, rotate towards the wall. Forearms, if you can, on the wall, hips facing along the wall. So 40 seconds. And again, your head can be facing the wall, or you can turn it to your right in this instance. Okay. Very good. So the third thing we're going to do is standing on one foot. So again, I have to set up a little bit here because I have carpet. So just bear with me for a second. So what you'll want to do is get your chair for support, because you'll want to hang on to something, a chair or a counter or something for support. I'm going to use my chair. Okay. So. And I need a platform because again, I'm on carpet and it's much harder to do this on carpet. So you have different options on standing on one foot. You can put your knee in front of you and stand this way. You can put your foot on the other foot and stand that way. You can go behind and stand that way, or you can just hold your foot up like that. So whatever is comfortable for you. This is, we're working up to the tree pose. So we're going to do this for 30 seconds on each side. Starting with the right foot up and go. Try not to touch your support, but it is there if you need it. A good way to do this is to focus, lift your head, and focus on something across the room. Okay. Now the left foot. So I'm moving my support to that side. You might want to just turn around, whatever you're doing. And we are lifting the left foot. Again, the options are in front, in back, or just lift like that. So 30 seconds. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do some things that we missed doing last week because I ran out of time. And I seem to have some time today. So we're going to do heel lifts. You want to hang on to the back of your chair for this or your counter, whatever you're doing. So feet are even. And we just go up and down and up and down. Now, if you have a therapy ball or tennis ball, you can put it between your feet, as far back on your foot as you can. And then do the heel lifts. Holding the ball between your ankles or behind your ankles, actually. Up and down. Okay, one more. Up and down. Okay. Now, the last thing we're going to do with the chair, and I'm actually going to adjust this just a little, because for this you will need solid support. We're going to do squats with support. So I have my chair here, and I don't need my platform. So I have the chair up against a bookcase, which is why I had to move it. So we're going to do standing a block. Excuse me. We're going to do a squat holding on to the chair for support. So we hold on to the chair or a bookcase, something that's not going to fall over on you, or a counter. I tend to use a sink, like the bathroom sink or the kitchen sink is good. But hanging on, we want to do a squat going down. And then come back up. And we want to make sure we keep our knees behind our toes when we do this. So we stick our butt out. We have the chair for support. Now we can also, if it's easier for you, use a block. And in this case, you'll want a thick one. And you can always squat on the block or without. You can use it many different ways or without. But squats are very good. I find myself squatting much more than I used to. Especially now I'm decorating the house, I'm up and down, climbing ladders, wrapping presents. And I find myself squatting a lot for that, which is just weird. But it's easier for me to get up. So let's go ahead and squat for just a minute. I'm going to set a timer for set a timer for 1 minute. And we'll go into a squat. Now you can either use the block or not. It's up to you. So this is the ideal position. You can do whatever is good for you. You can sit on a block. That's good too. If you can't go down that far, put it up. These are so good for you, for your hips. Checking my time. I went over last week. Minute's almost up. Okay. All right. Good squatting, you guys. So now we're going to hit the floor again and do our back extension. Oh, again, let me get set up here. All righty, so we're going to be prone, face down. I like to use the washcloths for this because I support my forehead. I don't like my nose getting smashed. So we're going to do the thoracic back extension. We are lying face down, arms at our sides. And when we come up, we're going to raise our shoulders, our chest, and our arms, and then we'll come back down. Now, if you have trouble with this and your back hurts when you do it, that's fine. You can just lift your arms. And as far as coming up goes, if it hurts your lower back, lower yourself. You've gone too far. So we're going to hold it for 40 seconds. So straight down, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, raise up your arms, your shoulders. Your head should be facing the floor, like you're pressing the back of your neck against the ceiling. like we do when we're head ramping. And this is, again, a bone building pose. It's a good one. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's really good for your back. Palms are facing the ceiling. Take a breath and come down. Okay. Now this next one we're going to do is airplane. We're going to come up like we were and then extend our arms like we're flying an airplane and then come back. And again, if you can't come up like this, just do your arms. So let me set my timer. So take a breath. As you exhale, raise up. Take another breath. As you exhale, put your arms to your sides in a T. To your sides, away from your sides, in a T, like you're an airplane. We're going to hold it here. Remember to press the back of your neck against the ceiling. And again, if you're raising a little too high and your back hurts, lower yourself. Take a breath. Exhale, come all the way down. We're going to do this one more time. 40-second timer. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, exhale, arms out. Hold this position. Come up a little higher if you can. Come down a little lower if you need to. Take a breath in. Exhale, come all the way down. All right. So from this, we're going to go into a child's pose to stretch a little bit. Knees apart or together, doesn't matter. Lower yourself to the ground with your arms extended. Just rest for a minute. Now walk your hands over to the right as far as you can. Rest here for a minute. And then walk your hands as far as you can over to the left. We'll rest here for a minute. And then back to center. And stretch forward. Stretch those arms. And just relax. You can bring your arms in if you want. Just take a breather. Take a breather. You've done some good work today. So, time for Yoga Nidra. Go ahead and get into a comfortable position, whichever is good for you. Make sure you're warm enough. I'm going to lead you through a 61-point guided meditation. You want to systematically move your attention through internal points as I mentioned them. Allow your awareness to flow to the points without moving any part of your body. Begin with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Go ahead and start to stretch. Stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out, wiggle. Stretch the right side of your body and the left side of your body. Rotate, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Excuse me, rotate your wrists and your ankles one direction, then the other direction. And hold your right knee to your chest. Hold your left knee to your chest. Hold both knees to your chest. Roll back and forth. Feel the massage on that lower back. And when you're ready, roll towards the camera with your lower arm as a pillow. And when you're in that position, go ahead and thank yourself for coming today and doing this for your body. And know that I appreciate you coming too. And when you're ready, get up, just sit up and into a comfortable sitting position. Change your view to gallery if you want, so I can see all your smiling faces. And you'll need to unmute yourself as well.
And you should remove the spotlight, Kathy.
And I should remove the spotlight. Thank you. Okay. So hands in prayer position. And I'm not sure how you do this yet. Press your occipital ridge up towards the ceiling. So your head will lower, the chin will follow. Keep your back straight. So you're bowing. And we'll end the class by saying to each other, Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Stay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Kathy. Good class.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me stop the recording.